Oh, welcome back to another episode of Old Reader, New Reader. Hello, Steven. How you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I didn't even recognize it says Absolute Steven on there. That's pretty good. I like that.
I mean, there's a reason I was a professional comedian. You know, I come up with the good ones.
Hi, Mark.
But no, thank you. I'm super excited to talk about the Taylor Swift engagement. Let's go.
No.
That's not what this is?
No, I know your wife would love to come on here and talk about it, but
no.
Sorry,
Obviously,
this show's for nerds. No,
obviously, we're talking comic books, so we're going to be talking about Psylocke, issue number 9.
Everyone, welcome back to Old Reader, New Reader. I should probably have a tagline at the beginning of this, so I always just jump in. If it's your first time here, which is I don't know, it could be. I should stop saying I doubt it. This is a show where we just review a book. Usually, one of us is the old reader, and one of us is the new reader. So we go on for like 5 years. Oh God, probably more than that, probably like 6. Where I was once just a wee new reader, right? I never read comics, and now I've been here for 5 million years. So we're here. This time, Steven is the old reader here because he has read more of the Absolutes than I have, and you've read all of the current Absolute series, right?
So I am like 1 issue behind on one of them, but yeah, I'm like fully caught up with all 6 of the Absolute series.
Nice. So today we're just talking about the Trinity. So we're talking about the first volume of Absolute Superman, Absolute Batman, and Absolute Wonder Woman. Okay, I'm glad you got them physically. I read them on DC Universe Ultra today.
Oh, I have them all in trade as well as in singles with multiple variants of each one.
I mean, there's a couple of these I'll definitely buy, and we'll figure out which ones as we go. So, man, I'm trying to think where we want to jump in on this, and with which one. I read Superman, then Batman, then Wonder Woman.
Okay, I was gonna say we could do that. We could go in publishing order of which one came out first.
That's fine too. Which one?
But I'm okay with whatever. Hey, you're the boss here.
That's true. It's me. I'm the boss.
Mm-hmm.
Omar's left me. I'm the boss. Omar was like, "Hey, you want to do Absolute Wonder Woman next month?" And I was like, "I'm already doing it." Sorry. Mm-hmm. This was gonna happen 2 weeks ago, you guys, but I had a massive headache. Brandon,
funny, I have a headache now.
Correct. Absolute Blue Beetle Ted Cord would be fire. Anything Blue Beetle would be.
Oh man.
But you know, I'm a Blue Beetle Booster Gold girl forever. I actually cosplayed Blue Beetle, but it was
really?
at Colossal Con, which is you only do like swimsuit cosplays. So you just have characters that you like, you do swimsuit. And so I was Blue Beetle and my friend was Booster Gold, and that was our swimsuit cosplays. I was adorable. I sure might know that.
It's really good.
Yeah. Anyways, it's not really. Let's hop into Absolute Superman.
Absolute Superman.
So I really had a good time with this one. This is going to give away which ones I don't like because there's one of these I don't care. I'm not super into. I think we know which one I like the most.
Yeah, I was going to say, I think we know which one's your favorite, which is also objectively the best one, period.
Yeah, and everyone knows that.
Yeah, everyone, the owner of my comic shop, everyone who reads there is all like, yeah, no, this is the book that's killing it. Everything else is underneath it.
Yeah, and I really like this one. So we're talking about some spoilers, but like I always say on the show, like, one, I'm never doing a true play-by-play, so I'm never going to fully spoil anything. And I promise I won't ruin any of the books we're talking about. Also, it's only the first 6 issues of these, so
yeah,
keep that in mind. I really thought this was cool. So in this world of this Superman, we are given a Superman that does not come to Earth as a child. Instead, he has much more of a time spent on Krypton, and one who spent his time on a farm, even on Krypton. So we're switching up the game a little bit. And Krypton's now run by cities, what they call clerics with a K, because we're sassy like that, Krypton. These like science league of people. So they have this class system. where the scientists are at the top, and then you have your laborers at the bottom. So not like ours, where it's just rich people at the top and scientists are also low.
Yeah.
But you can imagine laborers
But
at the bottom.
it does feel that way when you're reading it. I just literally read it. I read it in singles, but I just reread it literally like 20 minutes ago.
Yeah.
And yeah, there's some
There's a
parallels
lot of stuff in here that I'm dying to talk about.
Yeah, there's some parallels that are feeling a little intense.
Yeah, so his parents now are, incredibly intelligent scientists, just like before, or engineers or what have you. But his mom was kicked out or wasn't accepted because she's unruly. And then his dad, during his graduation speech, was like, "Hey, I think the big science league, the clerics, are doing a real big bad to our environment, and that's a problem." And they're like, "Whoa, you can't do this." So they sent him down to the labor class, which has the S, and so the S is from the lower class here.
Right.
There's a lot of cool things. Oh, man, I don't want to give it all away, but like,
I'm trying to find.
We see the Lois Lane as an agent for Lazarus, which in this world is. I'm not caught up with all DC right now, so I don't know if that's happening as well in current DC with like Peacemaker, Lazarus. Okay, so there's this Lazarus group that is like completely run by peacemakers. So you have like the helmet, and they are the ones enacting law, in a way that's not unlike what we're seeing at Krypton in his past.
Oh yeah, yeah. No, and it's yeah. I wanted to find this. The reason she got, she wrote an essay criticizing Krypton's lack of funding for interstellar exploration, and she was labeled unruly and forbidden from applying to the Science Academy.
Which is really cool. It's really interesting. Like, one, to see how the farms work on Krypton, because they have this situation where the scientists are in charge, but they're not exactly helpful, right? And they're still self-interested. So farms have to pay for like a rain membership or subscription in order to get rain for their farms to be able to farm. It is that level of just like I don't know the word, but you know what I mean.
I do know what you mean. I was like, I do know.
So it's hard because we're talking about 3 series. I'm just kind of like rushing because I want to talk about the big parts and make sure.
No, you're good. Also, I will say though, can we talk about
how hot his mom is?
Well, yes, how hot his mom is, but also how gorgeous this entire sequence is in the rain.
Oh my god, it's incredible!
Of like Laura, just like it's
and the art's incredible too. And I'm trying not to like. I mean, it's perfect throughout. Like I am significantly happy with all of the art throughout. I like the character choices for like Jimmy Olsen and Lois, and I like seeing this Clark that's very like, if you were just seeing the art, the story, you'd be like, what is happening to my boy? Because he's got his hair down. He's very like soft-spoken in some ways. He feels younger, even though his body's not necessarily like that. Like you could, for lack of a better word, you would say he's more of an emo kind of like looking Superman.
Right.
But still with the same core in him. But we have a Superman that's not like Golden Boy Superman, but very like, screw the establishment Superman.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I think it's interesting because he's not Clark. He's not.
He's just Kal-El.
He doesn't get Clark Kent because there is no Kents. In the last issue of the trade, you get his time with the Kents, which is all of like a few weeks.
Yeah.
And then that's it. So he never like took on his own character there, his own person, because he ended up flying off, and that's the last time that Martha ever saw him, except for the very sad like sequences of her in the nursing home and like calling out for her angel. I'm just like,
so sad.
It's rough. Jason Aaron doesn't hold back with some of the emotional like stuff.
And I trust that man. I trust Jason Aaron implicitly. So I'm just like, whatever you want to do.
Yeah, I do.
There's 2 things I want to talk about the most in this one. I want to hear your thoughts are. So one of my I thought the most interesting thing. I'll go with the positive thing first, and then we'll talk about the other thing. But getting to see, I guess I'll chat together. So we get to see but Kal-El in this start to enjoy writing for himself. And so I guess this actually tags in my second thing. But there's this whole thing about not about AI, but generative text, right? So in Krypton here, the tradition for 3,000 years has been just to use this supercomputer for anything that you want to put together. So instead of like thinking for yourself and writing something out, he gets in trouble at school for writing his own paper and not using generative text. So like, oh, you have this big supercomputer. You could just ask about anything. Why would you just write with your own words? And so we have this really interesting plot here as well. I thought it was cool that Jason did, where Clark's like, I'm not going to use that. Or Cal, I'm not going to use that. Those are just words. These are my words. And he knows that it's also like, you know, that what's controlling the system isn't exactly letting everything out either, right? Which kind of ties into Batman later. But we see a Kal-El start to find love in writing, which we don't get to see a lot, which is cool. Because if you read Superman, I don't often see Clark talk about why he's a journalist, right? Or like why he likes it. We don't ever focus on that part. It's just a job for him that he can do. And this was cool.
Yeah, it's just another like parallel I feel like they draw between Earth and Krypton, because he doesn't want to use the AI and finds a love for writing, and then you've got Lois Lane who hates writing, but also doesn't want to use the AI, and so they end up like mirroring that the same way they kind of mirror the farms, like you said, the same way they mirror the corrupt government and then the peacemakers that are part of this huge corporation that runs everything.
Yeah.
I mean, it really does kind of feel like his time on Krypton and his time on Earth are eerily similar, to the point that like even down to the rain, like rereading it, I was like, them not paying for rain, because they were 6 issues apart, so I never got that parallel.
Yeah.
But them paying for rain and not getting it, and then them refusing to sell the farm in Kansas to the Lazarus Corps, and so Lazarus saying, well, we're not going to let it rain there, and him bringing the rain. I mean, it
was great. Like I love that. I love seeing the parallels. I love seeing this different Kal-El who, you know, he's more, when we see Superman's not worried about being in front of people and doing things very openly. Right? He's openly out there. He is a symbol, and he likes to be a symbol because he wants to spark hope and like, but widespread hope for everyone. And I like that we have a Kal-El who, I mean, sometimes he's up in front of people, but for most part, he's doing things in small ways, like powerful ways, but like very like intimate, helping people. Like he's really getting in there and being part of things. And that's so cool. There's a really good we have to talk about issue 4. Oh my gosh. When Lois is interviewing all those people.
Oh my God. That is the moment. I mean, I loved the whole like series so far.
Yeah.
But I remember when I got issue 4, sitting down and being like, oh, this is a 5-star book. Like this is
absolutely.
Because up till then I was like, oh, this is interesting. This is cool. I like what they're doing with Krypton. But that was the book where I was like, oh, there's Jason Aaron. Okay, like there's the writing that is so, I mean, every word in that issue felt like he picked it very specifically.
I mean, it's truly incredible, and I don't have it in front of me, but she's interviewing all of these. Thank you. She's interviewing all these people, and they give us like this, it's very like Tom King-esque layout.
Yeah.
And that's who I think of immediately when I see a layout like that. Tom King Clayman's what I think of. But she's interviewing all these people he's helped, and they're, I mean, all over the world. And at first they're being evasive, and then they talk about their love for him, right? And like how he would save them, and they tried to find him because they didn't know what else to do, right? They just felt drawn to him. And there's this moment with this woman, and she's like, we pray for Superman's rage. But I mean, they lead up, there's a beautiful lead up to it, but it ends with her saying that all of us, we pray for Superman's rage. That he will be the one to like beat all of these things to free us.
Yeah, what does she say? She says, we're afraid, or he's afraid, but not afraid of you. The Superman fears that one day Lazarus will drive him to such anger that he cannot help but save the world by killing you all. I pray for this.
Yeah.
I was like, whoa.
It was incredible. I mean, it's incredible. I mean, I get goosebumps right now thinking about it. Like, it's incredibly impactful. Like, it's powerful stuff.
When you could even see in kind of the way that she's drawn throughout, like, it's really funny to me. Lois looks the same. Like, the picture even is almost like, you know how Bendis uses the same picture over and over again in frames? Her picture is the same both times, but if you look at it, there's like the artist. There's like just a subtle difference when the woman says that, where it's like clearly she's realizing like, okay, maybe I'm not on the right side here.
Yeah. And everyone's kind of hoping. It's good to see a Lois that's on the wrong side. That's also discovering her love for writing. That's also kind of seeing Superman and being like, no, this guy's not wrong. But they have Brainiac at the head, right? Who's controlling everything, who's trying to convince people. And it goes very deep. We could have talked about this one for forever. And I'm not going to, I want to talk about the rest of the books, but you have moments that feel like it would be like real life, right? Where, you have a soldier being like, hey, this is what happened. Like, I don't feel good about this. I messed up. And he's like, no, you were supposed to do this. Like, no, this happened, for these reasons. It's very like this sort of brainwashy, like, let me rewrite your words manipulation. Very cool. Very cool.
Yeah. No, it's good. And I think the issue 7, I think it is, the first one right after this, I'm pretty sure, is the one that completely removed from everything else. Tells the story of Brainiac.
Ooh.
And it was one of those where I was like, I started reading it for a second. I was like, all right, this is where it's going to miss for me, for one. And it's so odd and it's so weird. And then all of a sudden, like by the end of it, I was just like, you did it again. Like, it was one of those where like Bob Ross would like put a line in a painting and you were like, oh, he messed it up.
What are you going to do with that?
Yeah, Bob? He ruined it. And then he makes it real pretty.
Yeah, James says Absolute Superman gets better and better with each issue. Wonder Woman's my fave.
Obviously, with the reveal, I won't say who, but although I think with the name of the corporation, it's pretty clear who the villain's going to be.
Yeah.
But with the reveal of the villain at the end, some of that stuff is really interesting right now in like the second arc.
I'm excited to jump into it. I stopped myself on purpose.
Yeah, it's definitely one that like these Absolute series, I think people should read as they're going because they're just so good. Even the bad ones are still pretty good.
Yeah, I still, speaking of, no, it's not bad. It's just not my taste. Absolute Batman is the next one. Now, I like it just fine. But in comparison to these other two, it does not hit as much, right? I think the premise is interesting. I do think it's much more like action, which I don't always care for. That's just me. I think it looks cool, although I think his ginormous size would not be able to be carried by some of the things he's invented, but that is just me. He is too much of a beefy dude that I'm like, Bruce, honey. But I loved his backstory in this. I like the way it's set up. So in Absolute Batman, we have a Batman that we have a Clark. Oh my God, they're all the same. There's so many names. We have a Bruce who is not wealthy. His father's a teacher, and his mom is a social worker. Well, his father was a teacher, and his mom is a social worker.
Spoilers. One of Batman's parents is dead.
But not both.
Literally, the title page is this. I think,
Oh, I'm excited to see. I know I stopped right when he was announced because that's where it ends. So
yeah.
I'm excited. We have an Alfred Pennyworth who is like an agent for some group, which honestly, that's not that new. That's a pretty like normal take, but he looks awesome.
Oh yeah.
And he's sent out to like deal with this group called the Party Animals, but also deal with the new fighter in town. And Bruce is childhood friends with a bunch of villains. And I think that's going to be the most interesting. I'll keep reading for that alone. because that kind of tie-in is cool. One, his mom is alive. Interesting.
Mhm.
Two, he's friends with Eddie, Harvey, Oz, Selena, and then Killer Croc.
Yeah, and you see all of them both as kids and adults, except you haven't seen Selena yet.
Yeah.
She is. They've solicited her first issue is coming in the next few months
Okay, cool.
with her like return to Gotham.
Batman just feels like Scott Snyder writing Batman again. Not much new in who the characters are within. Yeah, I mean, to me, this wasn't. I mean, it was fine. Like it still feels like Batman, right? He's like trained forever, right? And
Sure.
he's. I think it was interesting the way he went about it. Like, let me go work in sanitation and work in engineering and work all these sectors of the city, so I can really get to know the city and how it works. And that's, but he's still like doing the same thing. Except for
Right.
now he's like more of an inventor than he was before. Um,
One more so than okay, so more so than the other two series
yeah.
because I would probably put them, spoilers on ranking, Wonder Woman, Superman, Batman.
Yeah, yeah.
But I kind of have them all three even up there together because the thing is, this is a 5-star book to me for what it is. And it feels like this is Scott Snyder just going, okay, I'm going to take all my toys out of the toy box and just bang them together and make really insane action scenes. Like when the Batmobile thing comes out in the second
That was
issue, it's like half
crazy.
a building that's just like, it really feels like he's just trying to be like, and a lot of people think it's not that different. I think it's the most different.
Oh yeah.
It's the closest to like just an absurd different where he just went, I'm going to take everything and like throw it out the window. And maybe that's just me, but I really dig it. I still think it's third in the tier of the Trinity for me. But I kind of like, plus I guess I'm also going off of, I've read, 5 or 6 more issues past this.
Yeah, so I might change my mind.
Yeah. And it's worth continuing to read.
Oh, and I will.
But yeah, I feel like the Alfred stuff felt like Earth One by Jeff Johns to me,
Yeah.
in a way where Alfred is like the young badass agent. So that wasn't like super new, I guess, to me. But the outfit, the way it moves, I don't know. It's weird, but
The
artistically, I really
design
like
is
it.
cool. I think like
Yeah,
the design of him is neat. Although it reminds me of like there's gotta be some show I grew up with that he reminds me of. Because he reminds me of like a 90s cartoon where they just made him like really big and blocky. So he just feels so comical.
every '90s cartoon.
Yeah, maybe every 90s cartoon. Because he's
Yeah,
such a he's like literally a square of a person now for an absolute Batman. Um,
yeah, yeah. It's him and Waylon are just like these
yeah.
massive dudes. Although they've solicited an issue that's teasing that we're finally going to get Waylon. Like it'll be the first of his friends that we see become, whether it's a villain or not, I don't know,
See,
but
that's where
become
it'll
a
be more
version of themselves
interesting.
that we know.
That'll be more interesting for me to see. Although I
I
love
do
that they were like,
appreciate.
because I haven't seen him properly, but like they're like the Joker is a rich guy who doesn't laugh. I think that's kind of cool.
I really appreciate that the Joker shows up in 2 panels in this entire thing.
Yeah,
And I don't know that he's shown up again in the last 5 issues. I like that they're not really leaning into him
me too.
yet. He's kind of masterminding something, you can tell, but it almost seems like he's going to be less of a agent of chaos and more of a like almost like a Lex Luthor who's
Yeah,
just snapped even more. Like
yeah.
a more psychopathic Lex Luthor who just like is controlling everyone. Um which I kind of dig. So I don't know. I didn't love Black Mask in this. Um,
Yeah,
it's not even that I didn't love. I honestly thought that the story with him was interesting.
just
I
his
don't like the design.
design. Yeah, I don't like the design at all. It
His
looks
neck is too
silly.
skinny and it scares me.
Yeah, I don't. I wouldn't dig it. But
Although,
I do like Bruce's origins of being stuck in a room with bats at the zoo while his dad shot outside. That was
yeah.
crazy.
Well, that's
But honestly, they could just give me like a DC young adult graphic novel where it's just Bruce hanging out with his villain friends.
Right.
I'd be really into that.
Well, and that's the thing is like, I don't know. I think those moments are so interesting because like the whole like him, it's light spoilers, but like the whole like end of the third issue where he makes you think he's going to quit being Batman.
Yeah.
And then the fourth issue, you get essentially absolute Batman year one.
Yeah.
Which I actually, when I read it in singles, was like, you're taking me out of the story. I'm not happy about this. But when I read it back through this time, I liked it.
I didn't love the art of issue 4, so I mean, it's cool. I think it's really cool if it wasn't in this. If it was like some indie book, I'd be like, hell yeah. But for some reason, I was like, ugh. But it's
I think they did it more stylized because Snyder, I mean, obviously Snyder knows Batman.
Yeah.
Like, because, and maybe I look at this through a different lens because Scott Snyder wrote my favorite Batman story of all time. Like,
and I think you're more of a Batman. I mean, like, I like Bat Family more than I like Batman.
My wedding ring is a
yeah. So I mean, I love him. I appreciate the character, but like when it comes down to it, my vibe as a reader is very different. Like when it comes to Batman
right
stuff.
Well, the art in that year one type of issue is almost more similar to the original art in year one. And some of the like lines and stuff in there are taken directly from it, like the whole like you have, what does he say, it's not exactly it, but it's the same thing of like there's anything left of this city to eat. No, you ate it all years ago and ate well. It's that scene from the dinner where Batman shows up and says, you have eaten well. And like this, like that epic scene where he says, now none of you are safe. And so I'm like, okay, like I like what they did with that. It did not catch me the first time I read it. I had to reread it this time to really enjoy it. But yeah, I will say, love a violent Batman like this, who just doesn't hold back.
His so like that was cool.
Stabbing somebody's eyes out.
Yeah, to have it be practical and not just like a look was nice.
Well, the way they like designed it so that he can remove them and throw them like knives. And then when he puts them back in, they can switch on a hinge. And then, oh man. Yeah, it's very well designed, which
and
I also, the design aspect of like him designing the bridge and all that stuff, I didn't really like the first time I read it, but now I'm like, okay, now that I'm rereading, like
that part I like. I like the way he described it, and to see them being like, okay, we're showing you an inventor, Bruce,
right?
Because he doesn't have money, right? So what does a Bruce without money look like? What were skills and like the interest he'd have to get him to this place right now? Like that's cool.
Well, I think I don't know, the book, and this is how I feel about Scott Snyder in general. The moments that it shines have nothing to do with Batman.
Yeah.
He really shines in those moments, like the poker scene.
Oh, that's so good.
With all the friends and him just talking. That
scene I like amazing. Those. I think I like those more than I like.
Well, right. And then the scene like scenes. When they're young and Selena goes and gets him in the night and like takes him out and like all the kids are there. And then the one that really got me this time was when they're looking through pictures of his dad and there's that picture of all of his friends that they took the day his dad was shot. And her kind of using that as like, this is why you keep fighting. This is why you keep going. And him taking that as a kid and how he took it then, and then now taking it as the guy who's about to give up what he's doing, knowing he can't. Yeah. And so like, that's where Snyder shines, is in those human moments. The action sequences are fun, but like those moments are really the ones where I'm like, oh, this is why this guy has won awards. Like this is the the dialogue that he's so good at.
And all the stuff with Bruce's mom is great. Love her.
Oh yeah,
it's great. Love
No,
seeing
I
her.
love that she's there. I kind of like the weird Terminator thing at the end where people are like video game hunting them.
Yeah.
It was fun. Like,
Oh, I think that part was fun. I wonder if old Jimmy Gordon's gonna make a move on her or not. That's what
I don't
I feel
know.
like there's
That
some
would be
chemistry
weird.
there. I don't want it to happen. I just feel like he's gonna try.
Well, we
I'm
can
on
clearly
edge.
see that. I'm wondering if we're gonna get absolute Batgirl at some point, because we
Maybe
can
she's
clearly
there.
see that Barbara, in her one moment, allowed him to get away and
Yeah.
said, "No, I don't see anything," even though she's watching it happen. And so I'm like, okay, maybe we're gonna get some Bat Family at some point, and that's what I need. Although, frankly, I'm kind of like, ooh, make some of the people we know as villains into allies.
I mean, that'd be cool.
Make a weird Bat Family.
That would work for me. That would work for me. Yeah, make a weird Bat Family and I'm in.
Yeah, make the like AI
Oh,
Riddler thing that Eddie
yeah.
built. Like, make
Give
him
me
part of
Killer
it.
Croc, but like
Uh-huh.
as a friend.
Yeah,
But
I
to me, Killer Croc is
honestly,
a friend. He always has
I
been.
love that. And again, that just made me think about that poker scene again, and how many times Scott Snyder just peppers in little like fan servicey Easter eggs and stuff, and like I just I don't know. It's yeah, that whole sequence is brilliant. I'm just looking at it now and reading.
Oh
Yeah,
my
you have
God,
fun.
it's a
I'll read.
Hayden in the chat. I've missed you.
I've
Well, time
missed
to talk about
you.
Absolute Wonder Woman. Time to talk about the best
The
book.
worst, but no.
The best book. Absolute Wonder Woman. It's perfect in every possible way. Thank you. I was already, because I'd read the first issue a while back. I did a show on it like months ago. And I was
Mm-hmm.
able to talk about that book, like first issue for like an hour. Like, no problem.
Literally in my read pile for later tonight
Oh,
is
before
issue
we even
10.
talk about anything that happened, here are the best things that's ever happened to Wonder Woman because of this. One, she's got muscles, baby. My
Mm-hmm.
woman is thick. She's got muscles. She looks so strong and cool. 2, 3 lassos. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
3, Buster Sword. Yes.
Yeah. She has the same sword that like Sky or Cloud Strife is like carrying.
Yes. I wish I brought mine up because I have one in the basement because of course I do, ladies. So already that whole design, everything really got me into it. But like even that first issue is so, oh my God, it was like, yeah, it was last year. Thank you, James. One of the last Fangirls Assembles. Rip. So we have a Diana that because Zeus is punishing the Amazons, he sends Apollo to pick up Diana and take her away from the Amazons, never to be reunited, and gives her to Circe, who is in hell. So immediately I'm like, done. Love this. Love this premise. Because Circe classically in one of them has been a villain, right, of Wonder Woman. So what does that look like? And Circe originally was like, because and then he also forbade her for even saying Amazon. Because they were never to be reunited, right? And the Amazons are going to be forever in service to Zeus. They'll be in prison forever. And it's just great. It's so sweet. They put it the way they put it together. It's almost like a little storybook, right? Because Circe's the one narrating it at the beginning, and he's like, I don't have to take care of this. It'll just like die on its own. But then she talked about, she's like, you can't help but fall in love, like, and she's the way she talks about her and shows herself taking care of her and like teaching her magic. So we have a Wonder Woman that's learning magic, a Wonder Woman that's like only has her mother and is like befriending, animals and creatures around. And it was just beautiful. Like there's a beautiful sentence, 2 sentences where she said, raising a child is how you fall in love, but letting them go is how you prove your love.
Stop it.
God.
My daughter started kindergarten yesterday.
Oh no. How are you feeling? That's hard.
After hearing that again, not oh no, I love her. She's amazing. But like I resonated with that a lot. I did see Omar talked about it too. I know he mentioned that the time going by and like
I mean,
seeing a
it's
child grow and
beautiful.
how it's represented and um yeah, that made me boohoo. And that was before she started kindergarten.
I
Um,
mean, it's gorgeous, and
but
they do Cersei so well because I don't I love reading stories about Cersei outside of Wonder Woman as well. And you
mhm,
have a woman who is capable of so much love, right? She's hurt or she's gone through, but she can't help herself, right? You give her
right.
a child to raise, she can't.
When
And that
she straight
beauty,
up does the like Disney Hercules thing where that snake is sneaking up to kill her and she's just like, ah, like,
I wonder if that was
and
on
then
purpose.
I'm pretty sure she stretches it so far that she
Yeah,
like
she does,
slingshots it away.
which is just Hercules.
Yeah,
Oh,
and that's dope. But no, I knew this book was for me. I have the panel
okay,
um,
yes.
because it's the first time in a long time that I had a physical reaction to a comic of excitement. Like I like
Yeah.
fist pumped. I literally went, whoo! Like I was in, and it's that moment where she's kind of flying, you don't see her, you don't really see her. And then she like does the superhero dive where she's squatting on the ground and it's her in this armor and it says
Oh,
once upon a time there was a princess.
God, it's so cool.
And as soon as I read Once Upon a Time There Was a Princess,
Oh,
I lost it. I was like, this is amazing. This is the
God,
best
and she's
book.
great. Like
Yeah.
we get a Diana who is raised in a different environment, right? But essentially still has all the same moral code that she did. There isn't like a like she does feel different in the way that she acts and does things, but she's still her, you know? And
Mm-hmm.
like she's very much her. She's recognizably her,
She
but in
honestly
a
feels a
very
little more
cool
compassionate.
way. Yeah. I mean, she is
Like,
it's
yeah.
because she's not raised with all of the like rules and things that she had.
Mm-hmm.
She is very wild. She's very intuitive. She's dealing with magic. She's much more like I think she talks more to the gods now than I feel like she typically does.
Yeah.
Just oh, she's so cool. So there's a lot in here. We get to see her fighting this Harbinger Prime with a red lasso, Nemesis, which is so cool because it will bind. It says binds and burns in proportion to your sins. So it's based on the sins you have committed in life to other people that you will now feel the pain that you have given to them. I'm like, that is so metal. That's so cool.
And I have some friends and
Oh,
people in my life over the years that I would like to see get bound
yeah.
uh, and feel the pain equivalent to their sin.
Well, it's just so cool. And then that's how she gets them to go. You know, like that's oh.
Mm-hmm.
We have a Steve Trevor showing up in hell, so they meet differently. Um,
Oh yeah, and I don't think this Steve Trevor is going to be a love interest, and I kind
no,
of
I
like.
don't see any
I
interest in
didn't get
him,
that vibe. I got the
and
like friend
I'm
vibe.
glad.
In fact,
I don't want them to be
I,
together.
I wonder if you read this, and I'm not trying to like. I don't know. I don't care. I talk for myself and anybody who's all
Yeah,
like woke comics, whatever. I honestly felt like they were writing Trevor as though he might possibly be LGBTQ.
I mean, he
In
was
some of
very
the
like not to throw away like stereotypes, right? But like
sure.
he's very soft,
Well,
right?
and some of the things he says that maybe it's just because unfortunately comics and literature have ingrained us for so long to be like a man wouldn't, a man would say this about a woman or this about a woman. Like some of the things he says are just different in
Yeah,
the way he says it and views it. And almost when I read it, I'm like, it feels like in no way do you look at her as a sexual object.
yeah.
And I like that. Like,
It is nice because like one, I'm not into Steve like that. I never have been.
mhm,
I just I get it. Like that's the one, but I've never to me it's never really made sense as a match for her.
mhm.
That's just me personally as a Wonder Woman fan. Um I wish there could be a different new love interest for her, not Superman. Get that shit out of here. Not Superman. He's with Lois and that's it. Throw it in the garbage. Um
Yeah, I don't need
I would
that.
like for them to create somebody else for her personally.
I
But
don't know.
I'm
I
glad that
honestly
they
like
are just
Diana.
friends.
Yeah, and I like Diana as a. Also, what a commentary on the way women and men and their relationships have been written that I automatically, my brain went, oh, he's not sexualizing her. I wonder if this is being written this way. What does that say about like how
Right.
we've been
Well,
raised?
because to be
And like
fair,
that,
she showed up in front of me like that. I'm like,
oh yeah, like oh
awooga. Like,
yeah,
I'm
I
just,
was gonna say
I would have been
my
like, what do you need, girl?
my wife and I both, as card carrying queer couple, both of us would have been like, oh my God, hello, what can I do for you? Um, Speaking of which, not to get off on a tangent, did you see the Bruno Redondo cover of Wonder Woman last week?
No.
The variant, a lot of people criticized it. I love it because she is straight up just like, I don't know if you can really, it's too
Ooh, I can
bright.
kind
Hang
of see
on.
it.
See if I can lower the brightness at all.
Oh, now I
Nope,
see
that's my
it.
phone.
Oh, that was cool.
Yeah, she's just like muscle mommy.
Yeah, which is what she's
And
supposed
yeah, I love it. A lot of people were like, that's an ugly cover. I'm like, I love that cover.
Listen, it's not for you guys.
Yeah,
Okay?
for us.
It's for me.
Yeah, it's
Listen,
me
all
and
the other
you.
superhero girls just to be really skinny, which doesn't make any sense. Wonder Woman has muscle. She trains constantly.
Yes, I want my Wonder Woman to look like Abby from The Last of Us 2.
Yeah, thank
The
you.
game, not the show.
Preach. I couldn't even watch it. Oh, so good.
But no, and like the stuff they do in here, her entire speech to like the city at the end of, I don't remember, 3 or 4.
Yeah. So let's talk
But
about
like,
this. That's like end of 3. So they have to fight this big monster called the Tatricide. It looks like a big old bug. She's like a
mm-hmm,
real big bug. Um, and she's like, you all need to get out of here. She's trying to tell the soldiers, and the soldiers really aren't listening to her. And she's the way she talks to them is really, I really like too, because it's like, yeah, you don't know me. Like I of course you don't. You wouldn't just listen, right? I understand that, but like, you do need to listen. And the Tatricide is like they call him like the 4 killer because he kills
mm-hmm,
by fear, mind, body, and soul. And the fear he takes away from you, so you run to it. And then he
mm-hmm,
destroys your mind or your body, and you hope that he does that before he gets to your soul. And it's very cool. It's very creepy, like a Pied Piper situation. And so she starts to, before she like does this spell, she gets on the news to talk to everyone and like, hey, this is what I'm going to do. It's very compassionate, right? She's like, this enemy will make a huge sound that will put you in danger. So for temporarily, I'm going to make all of you deaf so that you can't hear it and you'll be safe. Now I need you not to panic at this. I need, because that could put you in way more danger. You being panicked
mm-hmm.
is more dangerous than what's happening right now. So please stay calm. And she ends it with, because after she's already met Barbara Minerva, who's called her Wonder Woman, because she says in the books it said that an Amazon will come out and blah blah blah. And she's very cute. But she ends it saying, she's now been called this by Barbara, and she's like,
Mm-hmm.
I'll talk to you later. I'm busy. But she ends the call with Wonder Woman believes in you.
Mm-hmm. Because she tells them like, I came to save your city, but now it's going to be you who saves your city. You can do it, I believe. And I'm like,
I know.
She does believe in them.
It's perfect.
It's so good.
And it was such a cool way to do this like whole thing. And also during the middle of this, she does like, her arm comes off, and we learn from like flashbacks that she gave up her arm so that Steve could come back to the surface.
Mm-hmm.
And so now I think she's even cooler. I mean, she uses magic to like make a new arm. She can put like a little robot thing on there, but like sometimes she doesn't have an arm. Like, that's so cool.
Oh yeah, she has that like metal robot thing that's like hooked to her like chest for so long, like a really advanced what's the word I'm trying to say? Oh my god, am I dumb? I almost said placebo. That's not right. Oh my god.
Prosthetic?
Prosthetic, thank you. I swear I'm smart.
Hey, it happens to all of us. Once I go past 5 o'clock, No thoughts typically, because they're all spent on work. So I come here and I'm like, I promise I've read these books, and then I sound like an idiot. So it's
speaking of her coming back with an arm, that shot of that art with her just like covered in blood,
so
just
cool.
like I think that I have heard critiques of Hayden Sherman's art on this book.
I won't be taking any.
I think it's perfect for like no notes.
No notes.
Like he is drawing this, or she.
Oh, incredible.
Drawing this book amazing.
I mean, the colors are great. The lines are great. I love the way the designs of everyone, especially her. The fight scenes are incredible. Now, I say I don't like action. I like this kind of. I like fantasy action with an undead Pegasus and a huge sword. Loved that.
So that's what we need for you to be all in on Batman.
Yeah, give him a big sword.
He has a Pegasus now.
But I also like. So we have this flashback to learning about one of the other lassos. Because where I'm at, I've only. So this is the first 7 issues. I don't know about the blue one. I think. So we learn about the green one.
Mm-hmm, the green and the red.
And the green one is the one of like transmogrification, which Cersei makes for her, which is so sweet. Because there's this moment where she's like, I don't like this, because Diana thinks, oh, I need to transmogrify another being. And that's how Cersei thinks in her head, like, these beings want to attack you. You need to do this to them. And she's like, that makes me feel bad. Like, it doesn't feel right to do that to anything, especially something like that has like some wherewithal, right? And she ends up feeling bad and feeling ungrateful about this, and eventually apologizes. She's like, I didn't realize that you were making this with like, that's your whole love, and this is your love for me, and you made it's a very sweet scene. And then what she decides to do with it, when she's like, oh, I'll use it on myself, and then turns herself into Medusa. Stop.
Yeah.
So cool.
It was very cool.
Oh my god.
Like, yeah. Yeah, it's very cool. And I also love that Kelly Thompson, like, clearly throwing out some, like, commentary on the idea of women and the idea of Medusa, because Medusa is a villain in mythology, even though Athena cursed Medusa.
Right.
Because she was like, I don't like what you just did. So now anytime somebody looks at you, like, it honestly shouldn't have been a big deal. Athena just got pissed.
Yeah.
And so, like, Medusa didn't do anything that bad.
No. And the way they talk, like, the gods made mistakes. Like, they were doing their own thing.
Well, that's what, I don't know. I love that second little, like, 2-issue arc that's in the end, too. Issue 6 and 7, just like of her on trial, basically. With Hades.
And also the most gorgeous art I think I've seen in a long time. That? So it's
Mattia de Ulis?
Ulis? I'm trying to find a good example of art in here.
Beautiful.
There's gotta be a good picture of her face.
Oh, there's one of her like climbing the side of Olympus or something that's like
show Prometheus. I mean, like her and Prometheus.
Oh, yeah, I just passed that actually.
Fucking incredible. I am gonna drop an F-bomb. It's past 8 p.m.
I don't know if I can get the glare off it, but
oh my god. I mean, the art, to show Prometheus, this huge titan, right? Just show her next to it. Issue 7, or issue 6 really, is one of the most beautiful issues I've read in a long time. Like, truly blown away. Like, it's great. You get this kind of, you guys, oh, hi. Oh my god, yes, I would. He does Big Barda? I'm sorry, excuse me. Barda? Sean, what do you mean? Okay, I gotta stop talking like this.
Like on this current Birds of Prey run?
I'm a little bit behind on that. Oh my god, okay, so I'm gonna show...
If it's that, I have read that, and I know the art you're talking about, I think. Because that also, Kelly Thompson's Birds of Prey run, incredible.
So far I've really liked. I need to get caught up.
Which brings me to my next point. Can Kelly Thompson mess up? And I don't think so.
Well, like, look at this face.
Yeah. Like, well, and the use of like...
That's insane. That's
Yeah.
insane. The
The use
lighting.
of like blue in those issues too, like when she's in Hades' throne room, are just like it's
Oh my
the
god.
brightest blue I've ever seen.
Like any one of these, if I could have them as art just around me. Oh, just incredible.
Oh yeah.
And the way she
Yeah,
talks to Prometheus and the way that she's gathering things to make her like her weapons and lassos and things, like, oh, so cool. Like, Wonder Woman, whether or not you have the like Greek myths involved is still fun, right? But man, when it is involved, it's good. I also loved because her fight with the basilisk was really cool because she went ahead and made herself blind before she went in there. I was like, oh, just like Rick Ricka. Yay!
I love that stuff, and I
Just
love that.
incredible.
I don't know.
love this
like,
magic.
oh yeah, and the way that they're doing it, where the gods are involved, but it does feel more mystical and less Greek.
Yeah.
Because like that last panel of issue 5, or the last page, where they're like, "You did it! You freed the city! You did like, yay! We're all great. Are you leaving?" And she's like, "I'm not going anywhere." And like as she's talking,
Yeah.
like the hand of Hades drags her to hell. And I remember that was another moment I was like, oh.
So good. I mean, it was smart to put some Hades and Persephone in here because, a lot of comics have come out for the past 5-6 years by Hades and Persephone. I love the way that they drew her too. I love the way she kind of worked with her to play the game. I love the kind of storytelling from her mom about like the arena without saying it. God, so good.
Now, all 3 of these are 5-star books. But this is like, this is the best comic being put out right now.
God, it's so good.
I'll say that. That's my opinion.
Man.
I'll say it. People can come for me. But Kelly Thompson's Absolute Wonder Woman, I think, is the best comic on the market.
It's incredible. It reminds me of what comics can be. Because, I'm behind on some stuff, but I'll dip in and catch up on things like Titans and some of the other, like, like World's Fine, like a lot of runs I'll catch up on. But man, this is comics, though. Like,
yeah. Yeah, to elicit like an emotional reaction from me like that, yeah, comics can like tug at my heartstrings, but to make me like get hype, like that doesn't happen very often.
Oh yeah.
And I read everything. Like I probably read, I think I'm subscribed to 50 different series a month.
Yeah.
In singles. So like not counting my collected editions,
which is insane.
Which is expensive. Yeah, no, I have no money. I have a lot of debt. A lot of debt.
If I wasn't spending so much money at the gym, I would spend it on this, but your girls got it.
No, I have clearly not spent any money at the gym. But a lot at like McDonald's. So I know this is the Trinity, but can I just tell you about the other 3 absolute series?
Yeah, so tell me what I should read. Normally we do a rating. I feel weird doing a ranking for doing 3 books.
Yeah, I think we already know it's 5 out of 5 for you. One and talk crap.
I'll give Batman's early for me. I might change my mind. I think 7. But I'm a 10 and a 10 on Superman and Wonder Woman.
Mm-hmm. I would say I'm higher on Batman than you, but only like I'm like at 8.5.
Yeah. And
but
really,
yeah,
Wonder Woman should be a 15 out of 10, but I'll stick within the rules.
Wonder Woman is so good that I'll take a half point off for Superman and put it at a 9.5.
You know what? That's good. 9.5. I like it.
Because this feels like unattainable comics. Like,
yeah,
Kelly Thompson done it again. Everything she touches, I end up loving. Apparently there are people who disagree.
They're wrong.
Not
everything Kelly does welcome. Is
good. Yeah, I disagree with their disagreement. But as far as the other series, so Absolute Martian Manhunter.
Okay.
Is the weirdest thing I've ever read.
Okay.
The first issue I think was the story's supposed to disorient you because it's not the John, like that's not him. Like he's
Yeah.
a human being who's hallucinating, you think, or is he a
Whoa.
Martian? So the whole thing's very psychedelic.
Okay.
You said it's after 8. I can
Oh,
drop
yeah,
a
it's
thing.
fine. Yeah, this show we're allowed to. I just as long as it's like far enough in, we don't get demonetized. We're
Yeah,
fine.
I'm gonna yell a million curse words. No, so Martian Manhunter, um, like they literally ended the issue, the first one, where he says like, I know who I am. I'm the Martian mindfucker. And I was
Whoa.
like, whoa, I'm into this. And then like,
He did a curse.
yeah, and then I'm pretty sure the second issue was one where like it says like hold this page up to the light to read,
Yeah.
and so you had to like hold it up to see the image
Oh,
shining
that's
through from the
cool.
other side. Like
Man, how are they
it,
gonna
it
make that
hurts
work?
my brain.
Yeah.
Now, I will say, I unsubscribed from it because they're doing a 6-issue arc, and then they're going to come back in a few months. I'm going to consider if I'm going to keep going. I think it's great, but I don't know if it's what I'm looking for.
Got you.
I recognize it for the quality it is. I just think that like the 5th issue felt like a step backwards towards more like confusing for confusing's sake, instead of like 2, 3, and 4. I was like, okay, we're getting a story here. I'm starting to
Yeah.
like understand what's happening. So anyway, my 2 cents. Absolute Green Lantern. I am in the minority in thinking it's pretty good.
Yeah, we have some. Yeah, James says good, not great.
Yeah,
Brandon said it had so much potential, but kind of drags its feet.
it does. It is slow.
Too many characters at once because it's got my girl, right?
Yeah. So Joe is the main lantern.
Yeah.
Well, that's the thing. It's like the
She's
entire
not
thing is
one,
like,
right, or something like.
well, it's a horror series.
Oh, that's cool.
And so like that's why I'm like, okay, this is gonna move different because horror
Yeah.
I feel like moves slower if you're really building it. It's Al Ewing, so like it feels like that's one thing I don't know. Everybody
Yeah.
loves that run. That's one thing I'll criticize Immortal Hulk for. It was a good run, but
Yeah.
it was so slow and methodical with the world he built.
Yeah.
That just wasn't for me. Like I liked it, but I didn't love it.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like he's doing a similar thing here, but I'm invested enough that I want to keep going.
Okay.
But mostly because I'm like, where the hell are we going? Like, not because I'm like, I love this, but I'm just more like, okay, I have absolutely no clue what this story can and is going to be.
Right.
And so for me, it's that. I like the art a lot. I like the fact that, that Guy Gardner is like a side character in the second issue who gets vaporized really fast.
Nice.
And I was like, I like that. He was like the sheriff of the town or something, was just named Guy Gardner. Boom. Yeah, so it's one of those where I recommend give it like 5 issues.
Okay.
If by then you're like, I can't, then totally cool, totally get it. But I think it's worth picking up.
Yeah.
It's not. I've heard people say it's like terrible. It's not terrible. It's fine.
Yeah, and I can read
also,
fine, to be honest. There's some books I love
I've read terrible
that I know are not great, but they're not.
Yeah.
They're not meant to be. I'm just here to hang out with Green Arrow. I don't care how good it is. I just want to see them.
Okay, well, Joshua Williams' Green Arrow is good.
Well, I love it. I'm reading all. I mean, I have all. That's the one. Yeah, Green Arrow and Titans are the only 2 I think I have on pull.
It's okay. A lot of people disagree with me on Tate Bromble's Batgirl, but I think it's great. Apparently, a lot of people are like, it's not. And I'm like, I don't care what you think.
To be fair,
I love it.
I've got some characters that I'll read anything for.
Oh, I mean, Batgirl.
You put Donna Troy in anything,
Mm-hmm.
I'm there. You put Roy Harper in literally anything, and I'm
Yep.
reading it.
You put Cassie Kane. It's always Cassie Kane for me. No offense, Barbara. I get that she's the OG, but she'll always be Oracle to me because of growing up in that 90s, 2000s like age.
Yeah.
Cassie Kane is my Batgirl, and you put her in. That's why I picked up Birds of Prey.
I've still never read her.
Really?
I was supposed to do it with Jess, and then Jess was sick, so we didn't do it. I need to get him back on the show to fix that.
Yeah, I was gonna say the first like DC's Finest or whatever just came out of hers. It doesn't have the first like 5 issues though. I've always liked her. I liked her as Orphan during like James Tynion's Detective Run and all that.
Yeah, I mean, I've read her in things, but I haven't read just her.
So I like the current series.
Family Adventures.
There you go. No, I like, yeah, the current series revolves a lot around her relationship with Lady Shiva.
Yeah.
And like, I find that interesting because it's a weird mom-daughter. We both are very violent assassins, but also like, you're my mom. So yeah, it's really interesting. Anyway, got sidetracked. Absolute Flash.
I heard that one was mid. Yeah.
I love Jeff Lemire, obviously.
Same. You and I both love Jeff Lemire a lot.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure I have some form of collected edition of everything he's done, even down to the little like Lost Dogs pamphlet that came out in like 2009. Like, I love Jeff Lemire.
Yeah.
This is one of the first Jeff Lemire series that I'm like, buddy, I'm just not feeling it. But also, they haven't had enough issues. I think they just finished the first story arc last week, and I haven't read that one yet. Maybe. I'm going to keep going, but...
I mean, it's worth it for Jeff, our friend.
Yeah, because it's
Jeff
Lemire. Honestly, though...
I want to meet Jeff Lemire. That's kind of on the bucket list.
I've heard he's so nice.
I mean, he's incredible. And unlike Omar, I love Jeff Lemire's art a lot.
I do too.
I really like his art.
For the stories he has.
Yes.
Like, I don't want Jeff Lemire drawing Justice League.
No.
But I want Jeff Lemire drawing Sweet Tooth.
Yeah, of course.
Like, yeah.
He could draw Dead Man. I'd be okay with Dead Man.
Okay, yeah. Who's in Justice League Red now? I don't know.
I never read Justice League books, to be honest, so it's fine.
As far as where we're going, they have solicited issue 14, maybe, of Wonder Woman, and the cover is Wonder Woman and Batman on the cover together, like crossing.
So we might get an absolute Trinity at some point, and then I have to rename this video.
Scott Snyder has already said there will be crossover. I kind of like that there's not.
Yeah, I do too.
It kind of feels like it's its own little world, but at the same time, nothing gold can stay.
Now, so. I do, before we jump off, I do want to recommend a book that has Trinity in the title, but it's not this Trinity. Trinity, Daughter of Wonder Woman is so good. It is so good. Everyone should read it. I am having so much fun with this book. It's fantastic. Have you ever wondered if there are like 3 different Trinities of 3 different ages getting to shenanigans, and one of them kisses Jason Todd? It's so good.
Yeah.
It's so
I
good.
was in immediately. I had already read the first issue, but I was very in when I saw this like
that's
a corgi in the family
I need that one
cover. There's another one for issue.
I haven't bought variants in forever.
Bro, there's one for issue I think it's 4 that's coming out.
Yeah.
5. that is also a Death in the Family like variant.
Shut up. That's
And
so good.
it's
Oh my God. It's really good. I never thought Tom King would write something lighthearted like this, but I really like it.
I like it.
It's really good. And ever since they did that, because they had like a, they don't call them one shots, I think, but like, there was an issue that was on its own, separate from this technically, that was like Trinity and John and Damien. And it was great.
Oh yeah, I have the. It's like a trade. Was it like a 3-issue mini?
Yeah, it was because they were babysitting.
Or was it just like a 100-page special or something?
It might have been 100-page special because they were just babysitting her, and then things went wrong, and she'd like fight Killer Croc, and there's this whole thing. It was so much fun. Oh man, I loved it. The way that they would argue with
one where
each
they're
other.
older. I think I'm thinking of something else.
Okay.
I think he wrote something where they were like a little team. But she's not. Yeah, she's like a teenager in that one.
Well, yeah, because I think there might be more. There's like more than one. I wish I had them. Well, there's Trinity Generation S where they're older.
I think that might be what I was reading. I was talking about.
Oh, there's one where she's little.
Okay.
And I'll have to find it because I have the I've got the comic somewhere, and it's very cute. I don't know if it's Trinity World's Finest, maybe. Yes, Trinity World's Finest. It came out in 2024. It's on DC Universe. How cute! Look at her little pajamas. And she's got
the variant covers for this current mini are so cute.
Oh.
Like there's one Jorge Corona is doing one of her as a little girl, and it's I've already got that one in my pull list.
Oh God, I love them. I love the way she annoys them. Oh my God, are you guys excited for Absolute Green Arrow? I mean,
what?
Is that real? Wait.
Don't.
Wait, or no? Do you mean like an absolute, like the? Wait, Scott Snyder teased. So somebody tweeted how likely is Green Arrow, and Scott Snyder retweeted it and put a smiley face. Is that what it's from?
Hold on, Screen Rant. What are you telling me, Screen Rant?
James said something. Oh yeah, announced it San Diego Comic-Con.
Oh, there's a picture.
Well, I gotta read that, obviously.
Well, of course, yeah. Green Arrow is one of my spins out of Absolute Evil. Okay. So Absolute Evil is like a one-shot, I believe, that's coming out in a few months. That's going to be like, thank God it's just a one-shot, but it's kind of like an event.
Okay.
Because I'm DC all the way. I love Marvel some, but I'm a DC fanboy till I die. You gotta stop. If you're watching Big DC, I know you are.
Like, can you stop? The events are stupid.
Too many events. Stop rebooting the universe. I'm happy where we're at now. I like where we're at now. Let's just keep telling stories.
I think I guess because they're like, oh, it's going to sell books. It makes me stop reading books. It has consistently. Yeah. And like it leads to reader burnout, honestly.
Hard stance here. Technically, the Absolute Universe exists because of Absolute Power and the All-In and the Split. If they try to cross those universes over, like the Ultimate Universe and Marvel,
they're going to do it. Let's think about Dark Knight's Metal and all that shit. It's not. They can't help themselves.
Alone.
I like when it's separate. Like how we have DC versus vampires. I love that.
Mm-hmm.
I love that series. It's really good. Keep it away from everything else.
I want the Absolute Universe to be Elseworld.
Yeah.
But it's not going to be. It's canon.
Unless this Diana dates that Diana, I don't want any part in it. Okay?
That I would support.
I don't want any part in it. Or she can be with Artemis of this world. That's fine.
Okay.
Acceptable.
I support that.
But otherwise, no. Well, anyways, it's late and I gotta go to work early in the morning.
Gross.
Steven, this was lovely.
Okay.
Thank you for being here and for being cool when I had to move things because had a headache and I was a big baby.
It's okay. I have a super bad headache right now, so I totally get it. I stuck it out for you because I love you, but
love you too.
I'm just kidding. Yeah, no, if people only knew the behind the scenes of this is the 4th iteration of this episode. Because we were going to do one thing, then we're going to do another thing.
Yeah, so 2 weeks ago, it was 2 weeks ago, right? Am I crazy? 2 or 3? I don't remember.
Like 3 weeks ago.
Probably 3. Time doesn't exist for me right now. But we had planned to do
Hello Darkness.
Hello Darkness. And then there's no way to buy it, because I always wait, right? until the day of. Because I'm like, let's buy it digitally. It's fine. The only way to do that, because Comixology owns it, is to do it by issue, which would be like $5.99 per issue. And I was like, hey, man, I can't do this. And I was like, Humble Bundle has like a James Tynion bundle, so let's do one of those. Great. Then for some reason, Humble Bundle won't let me log in. And I'm like, okay, what is happening? So I text Steven. I'm like, I'm sorry.
Well, I was excited and shocked that you hadn't already done it when you were like, something is killing the children. I haven't read. I was like,
I think I read the first volume. But now, I think I can access that from my work computer, just not at home for some reason. Humble Bundle apparently has been having some issues, which is a bummer. And so I was like, okay, can we do something that's on DC Universe? Because I have access to that. And we decided on Absolute Wonder Woman. And I was like, great, we can do that. And then I don't get migraines. I had the worst migraine. And so I call Steven and I'm like, hey, because I'm like, if I'm sick or I'm in pain, I'm crying. That's just me.
You were crying.
Is it okay if we don't? I'm sorry.
I was literally laying on my couch. The trade hadn't arrived yet. So I had pulled out all my singles and I was just like, I just finished the last one and closed it and put it down. I was like, all right, I'm prepped for tonight.
And then my crybaby ass was like, Steven. I was like, I love you, thank you. So that's how, yeah. But it's happened. And this was better because I got to read the other stuff. So, thanks.
Yeah, of course. I'm always happy to be here.
Thank
People
you.
may not be happy to have me in my hot take, but
no, all your takes are very normal.
Oh, okay, that's good.
I think we've had some shows where either one or both of us have said some things, but that's part of it.
Yeah.
Well, Steven, thank you for being here. Chat, thank you for being here. It's been lovely. I have to schedule next month, but I will be here next Tuesday. I'll be stressed, but I'll be here.
And I'll be back next month for Psylocke issue 9.
I've never read any Psylocke, so if you want to, we can.
They just ended the series, and it makes me very sad because I'm one of 6 people that was reading it, and I loved it.
I want to read X-Men next month. That's my goal.
Ooh. Which one?
I don't know. Well, one of them.
Ooh, Exceptional. Read Exceptional.
Okay.
If you're talking about current X-Men.
I was thinking about something. Well, yeah, maybe current. It's whatever current I can read
X-Men.
On Marvel.
It's Kate Pryde and Emma Frost leading a team of badass queer teen new mutants.
Oh, hell yeah. That sounds great.
Yeah, it's great.
Yeah, so thank you guys for being here. If you're watching this later, comment down below your thoughts on Absolute. Any recommendations or any requests for future comics videos and stuff, you feel free to drop it there. We have a Patreon. You can vote for next month's pick of the month. We didn't do it this month, but we will after Omar gets back from Germany. Yeah, that's what I do. Thanks for being here. I hope you all have a good night. Bye.